Good morning, everyone. Just thought I'd try this out, going live on my channel here. I thought it would have my background, but I guess not. So you get the background of my couch here. Ah, mess. Okay, so what I thought, I'm going to wait a few minutes to see if people come in, and see what happens. I'm curious how this works. But welcome. I'm going to do an ABC reading today. So the way it works is you can choose. Oh, I have two people watching. Cool. Hi. So an ABC reading is you're going to pick A, B, or C, and that part of the reading will be your message. Um, so but also, there may be more than one message that fits for you. So find the one that fits for you, and kind of go from there. So let's see how this goes. Again, I think I should wait a little bit just to see if anybody else wants to join in. We have just if you're here, just say hi so I know who's here. If you feel feel guided to, I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to use the Dragon deck, the Dragon Tarot today, and the Mystical Wisdom Oracle cards. So we'll go from there. All right. So let's start with pile A. Message for my A's. If you don't know who I am, I'm Carolyn Perry. I'm an intuitive reader. I'm just starting out here, so this is my first live, and we'll see how this goes. So pile A. I'm not necessarily focusing on any area of life, or just kind of letting it come. Whatever the message is, that's what the message is. Hi, Caitlin. Woohoo! You're my one person right now. How fun. Ah. All right, so pile A. Let's pull some cards. All right, so from the Dragon deck, we have the Eight of Swords, the Death card, the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. And I like to I'm going to get a couple more because I don't like to end on that last, that Three of Swords feels like it needs a little bit more here. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Oops, Page of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. So this is a little bit of a challenging pile. There's some shifting and changing that's happening here. That's this talks about, there's some different choices that you're making, and there's been some challenges that have been there, that have been felt almost like a feeling of being stuck and not sure which direction to go, but there's an energy of moving toward. So let me go through the different cards. This is that feeling of being stuck. Hi, Valerie. So I'm doing an ABC reading. So we're picking A, B, or C, and see if that message fits for you. And if it doesn't, maybe one of the others does. But anyway, this is the A reading. So this is a feeling of being stuck and things not moving very well, moving along in the way that you're wanting them to. Moving into the death card is a major change. So there's a shift that's happening around that. And there's some movement that's happening. Um, and there's some choices and some options, things that you've been working on or wanting to have options about. Now are coming into fruition. There's time for, those are coming to having those options for you. But there's some choices to be made as far as where you want to go. So there's some decisions that are in process. And some of what's being healed is whatever's been hurt from the past, whatever has kind of been tied to that feeling stuck feels like it's a healing of something that's happened in the past. So moving out of that healing will be the clarity of what it is that where you're going next, because there's new options, there's birth that's coming, there's new options and things that can happen. Hi, Renee. Nice to see you. We're doing an ABC reading, so picking a pile from A, B, or C. This is the A reading. So there's a new options often in area of work or areas of your life. So let's see. And there's some healing that's coming around places where you felt like, this can't possibly happen. There's a feeling of scarcity. There's a feeling of not having the things that you need or want around you, or feeling like you're not getting the support. So I think this is connected to that feeling of being stuck that's moving away and being healed. So there's some deep healing that's coming in this reading. A movement towards having more of what it is that you're wanting, but coming out of a time of real heaviness and things not feeling like they are moving, and things aren't going the way that you necessarily want. But it's like the 10 of swords, as much as it feels challenging, looks challenging, is really an ending of those times of feeling beaten down and feeling like you can't move forward, and that just that lack of self-confidence, that feeling of not feeling you can move because of your own negativity and your own thoughts. So the tens are always an ending, always a moving out of. So it's a moving out of that time. So group A, you have some real it seems like it's been a real challenging time, feeling stuck, feeling like there hasn't been the kind of movement that you want, but it feels like there's a major transition that you're in as far as really allowing yourself to move out of that. And the last two cards that I pulled, just so we get a little bit of positive, because this is all about the healing and the movement, is the High Priestess, which to me feels like there's clarity coming. There's things coming into you and knowing that come from a higher, wiser place. So it's that deeper intuition, that deeper knowing and understanding now how to bring this all together and to kind of heal it. And this, for me, temperance is certainly, it's about being patient and being allowing things to come, but it's really connecting with spirit and bringing it into the physical. So how do you allow yourself to follow that intuitive knowing, that deeper knowing, and trust that it is coming into the physical, that it is unfolding. So I think that there has been this energy for a lot of people of feeling kind of stuck and like movement isn't happening, and they're feeling lost for options. But this is a movement into understanding that there's a deeper reason for all of what's been going on, and there's some really deep healing that's coming with that. So let's get an oracle card for group A. And this will close out this group A reading. And this reading didn't feel like it was in anything in particular. It felt like more of an overall sense of kind of feeling stuck with things moving in life and not knowing where you're going, or maybe there is a particular area that you know about, but I'm not picking up on that it's one or the other. So this could be more of a general reading for everyone. And the oracle message is cheer up. And this is from the mystical wisdom. Live in the moment. So let me read you that message. Sorry, just finding it. Don't dwell on the past as it cannot be changed. Isn't that interesting? That's what we just talked about. A lot of the hurt from the past of feeling stuck. Oh, sorry, my phone's going off. Why obsess about the future if things beyond your control happen at any time? Become childlike again, as yesterday never mattered and tomorrow is another day. Do something spontaneous. Stop and smell the roses, bake a cake, or sit and watch the people walking by. Just live in the moment and enjoy what you're doing. Allow the universe and your angels to assist you effortlessly at this time. Listen to the angels sing, be still, and just go with the flow. If you are feeling exhausted or disheartened, just rest and do nothing. Nurture yourself and re energize for tomorrow. Do what you need to do to cheer up. And the mantra is I live for today and I feel cheerful. So I think that really is a beautiful closing for this. It feels like this has been a time that's been challenging and hard for this pile, where you're coming out of that, you're healing and you're finding more direction and more understanding and realizing that you have a lot more options than you thought. So that's pile number A. And if that didn't resonate, let's move on. We can find the next pile. Of course, this is all for entertainment purposes. It's like take what fits. And if it doesn't fit, move on. Find out. There's so many beautiful readers online that do such good work. So there's all these beautiful things happening. I'm so glad you guys are here. I love getting to see you kind of pop in and say hi. Definitely let me know if you're here. And I'm having fun with all of this. Check out some of the other videos if you haven't. It's fun. This live thing is totally new, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do it again next week. I don't know. So this will be pile B. So if you are interested in pile B, let's see what happens. And we're just putting it out there, seeing what comes up. All right, let's pull these cards. And this is the dragon, the Tarot of Dragons by Sean Mackenzie. I love this deck. Just really cool images on them. I'm enjoying working with the dragon energies. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, the Lovers, the Nine of Swords, the Empress, the Seven of Swords, and I'm going to pull a couple more. Oh, sometimes I feel like when I, pull a certain amount, if the story feels incomplete, I need to pull a couple more. So let's see what else there is here. The Hermit, the Strength card, and the Emperor. So this one, pile B, feels more to do with around relationship and concerns around relationship or wondering about relationships. So the Page of Cups is a time of starting to drop into having more fun with relationship, having more fun in life, being able to receive in a bigger way. So it feels like there's that this energy is absolutely there. There's some back and forth within the reading around allowing for this. So I feel like this is about connecting as far as with the person that you're wanting to connect with, but it's also about balancing out your ability to connect with yourself. So when you're feeling that the divine masculine, divine feminine is always this balance of listening to your inner feminine, which is your intuition, your knowing, your guidance in that way, and the masculine is the movement on that. So if you're not, if pile B, you're not questioning around relationship, this could be very much about you balancing out those parts of yourself. But this is a time of enjoying it more, enjoying the relationship more, allowing for relationship to come in, allowing for that joy, that that lightness, that romantic timing of things to come in. um, the lovers is that balance between the male and the female, the masculine and the feminine, not the male female, the masculine and the feminine with all in all of us. No, it doesn't have anything to do with gender. um, so this is allowing for that, or it could also be really connecting with someone who does match you, who is your balance, who balances you in that way. You're a specific soulmate energy. But the Nine of Swords talks about kind of worry and concern and how is this all working out. So when we get kind of waking up in the middle of the night, wondering about things. So there's some energy here of concern about how this is proceeding or what's going on with this, and a little bit of that worry and back and forth with it. It's almost like the energy is moving toward having more of this connection and this balance, but there's still some things to be healed around um, the fear around dropping into it. And then we have the Empress, which is the divine feminine. This is the divine feminine, and we ended with the Emperor. So this is definitely, to me, these are divine partners, right? So this is still more of the lovers connection and that matching in that way. Um, the Seven of Swords. So for me, I know that this is not the necessarily the traditional way that this card is read, but I feel this card for this is about healing the old, healing the fears of the past, the things that didn't quite go right in the past. So it's coming out of that. So within a relationship or moving toward relationship, it's a healing around that. It within the balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine within us, it's a healing between the part of you that hasn't necessarily trusted that flow or that listening to that divine feminine and moving and taking action on it as far as where you're being guided to do. So it's more of a balance in your life. So I feel like there's some healing around that. Um, this Hermit, to me, the Hermit can be a time of going really, separating and going really within and pulling back. This to me feels more like divine guidance. So again, it's like the Hermit and the High Priest, the Empress. All of this is like the divine guidance, that connecting to what it is that you are guided to do. So it feels like going within as far as listening more to what it is that you're guided to do around this relationship piece, or around your balancing that out. The Strength card in this card, I again feel like it's finding that inner strength, listening to that inner knowing and being able to act on that. And then we already talked about the Emperor being that balance for that Empress energy. So this feels like very much about guidance around allowing yourself to just let that energy come to you. This is a healing time for you around relationship, or the balance of your within yourself around your divine feminine and divine masculine, or both. So let's get an oracle card around this. And if you, I'd love to hear any, if you want to send me a message or talk in the messages, I love hearing what you're thinking. And I'm so glad you're here. Epiphany, seeking clarity. Aren't these cards beautiful? Let me just read that one for you. To experience an epiphany is to have a sudden realization or spiritual flash that will change the way you view yourself and others around you. To get to see the situation more clearly, as if someone just switched on the light. With this clarity, you can see the truth. You will also gain a sense of control within yourself to make positive decisions that will bring you happy and joyful outcomes. Yay. And the mantra is, yay, I can see clearly now. So I think this is um, I think this is a just a talking about like getting this clarity within the relationship piece, understanding where you're moving with that, understanding how to balance that out, and starting to really enjoy that and allow that in. So that's pile B. So we're doing the ABC reading. We did A and we did B. If you didn't get to see it before you joined in, just you can go back after and watch the live at the beginning of the live. So the last pile is C. There isn't any particular subject on each one or focus on each one. It's just whatever comes up. And it's a new experience for me, so I'm kind of playing with it. But it's interesting. The two piles were very different, so different messages for different people in the collective. And thank you for being here, you guys. It's fun seeing your little messages and I can see the comments, so it's fun. This is really going to be fun. Enjoying doing these videos. All right, so let's do pile C. Let's see what happens for pile C. And I'd be curious to hear if any of the cards or piles resonate for you. Oh, I'm reading your comment, Renee. Oh, beautiful. I'm glad that resonates for you. That's beautiful. Good. You're sharing that your mother-in-law is not well. So I'm hoping our community can send Renee's mother-in-law some beautiful healing energy. Valerie, I'm reading yours. I think you can understand. That's beautiful. Good. I'm glad that they're resonating. Yes, lots of energy, lots of beautiful energy sending out to our community and to Renee's mother-in-law. I'm loving this whole connection that this growing community that can support and help each other and send energy to each other. So this is the last of the three piles. And again, it doesn't mean that just one pile fits. You might be getting different messages from different ones. So it's fun to see what comes. And sometimes they overlap as well, which is cool. So the first card in this one is the Ace of Swords. The second card is the Temperance card again, which we had in one of the other piles. The Sun card. The Five of Swords. The Fool. And the Three of Wands. So this pile talks about kind of the energy of this one is more about really finding your power and your clarity and your knowing and moving into the direction that brings you. So the Ace of Swords is just real clarity. And it's not just it's clarity, but it's really setting your intention. It's like moving toward what it is that you're intending and putting that out there. Temperance is again, but within this pile, it feels to me like it's really tapping into your spiritual knowing and bringing it into your world and walking in the world in that way. So really finding that balance between spirit and the physical and really stepping in that way. Holding that powerful. This is a very powerful reading. This one has a lot of energy to it. The Sun is really finding that way to celebrate, have the things in your life that you're wanting, really finding that joy, moving into a very empowered time. The Five of Swords is moving out of that negative thinking, that heavy, um, you know, defeated thinking, and knowing that this is not where you're coming from anymore. The Fool is new opportunities to be in the world in a different way. And these opportunities, it's what you've been calling in. It's that clarity of what you've been calling in. And now there's doors that are opening for you. Now, with this card, it may feel scary to take these opportunities. It may feel like a risk, but with the Fool, it's always a positive thing. That's how I read it, is that you're always getting to something more positive. There's something more positive coming in as a result of this, of taking these opportunities. And then we end with the Three of Wands, which is whatever you've been calling in is coming in now. The ships are coming in. I don't know if you can see on the bottom of the card. I'm trying to hold it. There's ships on the bottom that are coming in. And it's like what you've been calling to you, the things that you've been calling to you are now coming to you. So it feels like with these cards, this is very much about stepping into your power, stepping into your knowing, intending what you're wanting, and allowing for that to come in, and that there's an unfoldment toward that. It can almost feel like how the three readings, even though we're doing an ABC and you're picking one pile, I can feel like how the three of them almost can flow together, right? That's like all different aspects of self, where you're stepping into the power of yourself and coming out of some of the healing that's happened in the past and the balance of all that. So let's get an oracle reading for this last pile. Excuse me. I just love how the cards work. Sorry, I'm just got a tickle in my throat. It's just so amazing to me how you can have like this whole energy of this third pile is about stepping into your power, stepping into your knowing, calling to you what you're wanting, and then having the Fool, which is the new opportunities, the new things coming. And the card that we get is New Beginnings, beginning your new life. So it's just so beautiful how, to me, I love doing the cards. I love how they flow. I love how they resonate together, So let's read this New Beginnings. And again, I almost am feeling, and like you have to feel out you have to feel out what you feel is right and which ones of these are right for you. But I'm almost feeling like they really could flow and be a message across the board, like one to the other. So you feel that out. So the New Beginnings bursts with assertive confidence and excitement, marking the start of new direction full of adventure. You are in a good position to use your abilities and desires to reach your full potential. You're being guided to act now and use this creative energy and enthusiasm to get this project successfully underway. You are being driven by a creative force. And the mantra is, I'm excited and ready for a new beginning. So I feel like that's what this last reading is about, definitely, is this opportunity to step into what it is that the next chapter, what is it that you're moving toward now? What is it that that fits for you? So I'm curious, did any one of the piles stand out as far as it was your reading and your pile? And what you thought. If anybody feels like they want to send some feedback, I'd love to hear what you thought and what fit for you. And give me, I'm enjoying doing these. I'm learning how to do it, playing with it. So there's going to be a variety of things, but this was fun. I got a chance to see some of my beautiful people, my friends here. To interact with some people I haven't talked to in a while. So, wishing you guys all well. And yeah, if there's anything that stood out, I'd love to hear what that is. Oh, good, good. B and C. B and C, Renee. Okay, good, good. I'm excited. That means there's lots of new stuff doing, coming. Valerie, for me, it did, I did. You're getting a new bed too. A couple new beds coming today. Cool. Cool. Jennifer, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for your feedback. Cool. C was your reading. Great. Great. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, so for when anyone who didn't get to start from the beginning, if you wanna I'm gonna upload it and it'll be there to look at if you wanna look at the whole thing. It's an ABC reading, so the intention was to pick a pile and then see what you get, but when we did the whole 3, it almost seemed like the 3 of them could flow together too. So, I'm glad you're here, Alex. It's nice to see you or see you, connect with you, have you here. Yeah. All right, so I will upload this, and you guys can, if you missed the beginning, you can always watch the beginning. Again, just I love to hear your feedback, and I'm glad that you're here. This is fun. All right, talk to you soon. I'm going to probably put another one up. Well, tomorrow I'll definitely put the weekly reading up, and I'll talk to you. I'll be up on again soon. All right, take care, everyone. I'm really enjoying you. Bye. Oh, maybe I should plug this one thing. If you do want a personal reading or a past life regression session, please just send me an email and we can set that up for you. All the information is in the description box. Thank you. Take care.